What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? I apologize for my lateness, but it's not my fault today. It's not my fault today. I am not the reason why I'm late today. I'm not gonna call any names of why I'm late today, but I am not the reason. What's going on, man? I'd like to welcome y'all to the Prike Session recap for September the 12th, 2022. And if you're still pulling up on IG, please pull up to YouTube. Hey, let me get my Ninja Trader open. Let me do all that. While I do all that, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Welcome, 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 everybody. I like to welcome you if this is your first time pulling up on the live or on the replay. I like to welcome you to the Spider Gang. Y'all see Spidey back there. Welcome y'all to the Spider Gang. If this is your first time, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time, I would like to say welcome. Shout out all the OG members of the Spider Gang. Shout out to everybody that be holding us down every single day. Yep, that's right. I said every single day because we go live every single day, twice a day, Monday through Friday, once at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about what? The overnight price action. We look and see what the markets did overnight, meaning looking at the futures, the ES, the Dow, the NASDAQ. I primarily focus on the ES though, but we look at what the futures did overnight so we can prepare for that day. I'm primarily a swing trader. I swing trade options, but we watch the futures because we swing trade what? The gang. We swing trade the spot. Y'all see Spidey up there, SPY. That's what we swing trade. That's what we swing trade around here. And we take futures trades on the ES and the MES, right? Then we get together at nighttime at typically 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but since it's football season and I got to pick my son up, we're doing it at 7:30 Eastern Time to talk about what happened today, were we right, were we wrong, did we learn, did we gain, what happened for today. That's what we do every day around here, man, Monday through Friday. And then on Sunday we'll jump on and talk about what we expect for the next week. Hey week, how you doing? We coming just for you. Yeah, man. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit the like button. That's the only thing I ask you to do. It's all for free. You can go to my playlist on YouTube. Look at every video out there for free 99. If you click on the link in one of my descriptions down there that say download slides, if it's ever a video that you look at and I'm going through some slides, if you click that link that say download slides, it's a whole bunch of videos with slides. You can have the slides for free, everything for free. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask you to do. Let's see who in the chat, man. Oh, before I go to the chat, I almost forgot. We got some exclusive sponsors around here with at the Spider Gang. And before I get to the sponsors, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and ask a question, or if anybody want to pull up and share anything, just don't pull up and let no birds out of the cage. You hear me? Okay, I got to get into my sponsorship voice. Hold on. Let me get my thing together. I ain't got my sponsors ready. I'm sorry, sponsors. I ain't got y'all ready either. It wasn't my fault that I was late today, sponsors. Okay, let's get into the sponsor. Let me get into my sponsorship voice. Today's episode of Tim's Tidbit is brought to you in part by thenewtlr.com. That's right, thenewtlr.com, the place to get all of your Spider Gang apparel and accessories. Thenewtlr.com, the apparel and accessory shop for traders and investors, where you can go there and buy you a t-shirt or a sweatshirt and let people know that you're not a bull or bear, but you're a beast. Just like me. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a beast. I trade them going and coming. You feel me? Our second sponsor on the day is Banjo. Banjo, new music by Il Jodam, now streaming on all streaming platforms. That's right, Banjo, new music by Il Jodam, now streaming on all streaming platforms. Thank you. Support our sponsors. Hey, man, full disclosure, this is not a paid promotion or a paid advertisement. The newtlr.com, that's me. I made that merch shop Cause folk was telling me they like the shirts that I wear. And I was like, hey, I made that up myself. You can't buy that anywhere. And it was like, hey, you need to make a merch shop. I'll support it. And shout out all the cousins that's been supporting the merch shop. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Now, banjo. That's music made by my son right over there in his bedroom. The room on the other side of that bathroom over there next to me. That's he made that over there. That's my son. So that's the only thing. I don't require you to shop at the shop. I don't even require you to pull up and look at my videos every day. I really don't even require you to press the like button. I appreciate it if you do all three. But since I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart, I require you to support my son music. Banjo, now streaming on all streaming platforms. It don't cost you nothing extra to stream my son music. If you got Apple Music, the link for Banjo is in the chat right now. If you don't have Apple Music, just go to your favorite streaming platform, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, whatever, and search for Banjo by Il Jodem. EELJODEM. Banjo, like the banjo you play. Oh, frog went the chord and he did right. Crambone. Frog went the chord and he did right. Crambone. Who know what that come from? Who know what that come from? What's happening? Oh, that's my sweetie. What's going on here to learn and share? Come on now, cool it now. Ooh, watch out. What's going on, Douglas? Douglas. Say PB putting too many syllables in his name. What's up, Douglas? Draco. Big Draco in the big Draco. Draco. If you ain't look like a proud mama on Easter Sunday on Mother's Day with your son sitting on that couch and your oldest son, girl, you spit him out. His daddy had nothing to do with him. You just spit him out. What's going on, Mr. Darren? What's going on? Uh-oh, I skipped you. Hello, Brittany. What's going on, Brittany? How are you today? I hope you're doing fine indeed. Indubitably. What's going on, Colleen? What's going on, Super Sly Fox? You made it early and I made it late. What's going on, Fario? What's happening, Fario? What's up to the Russells? The Russells, they dropped off their friend already. They done changed up the picture. Just like Mendez need to change up. What's going on, Tanya? I remember you this time. Tanya, you got rid of your fetty. You got rid of your fetty and I got mine. Again, for everybody that was on my live, this is Amazon money. As you see right there, and flip it over. It says for motion picture use only. For motion picture use only. This is fake money. These are fake Benjis. These are fake Benjis. Don't be coming to try to rob me. These are fake Benjis. I ain't got it. Hey. What's going on, Rhonda Green? What's happening, Farrah? What's up, Farrah? I'm Millie Block. Millie Block. What's up, Millie? I appreciate you hitting me up, man. I appreciate that. That's what's up, man. Ramon. What's going on, Ramon? What's up, Kelvo? Mr. Darren, I said what's up to you already. Get out my chat. Get up, Draco. You talking about the baby, so I'll spell you. What's up, everybody? Buenos tardes. Says Valdez. Valdez says Buenos tardes. That's good evening or good night or something like that. Hey, let's get into it, man. Let's get it started. Get off my screen, Valdez. Let's get it started in here. Hey, we're going to get straight into the price action recap. I have not adjusted my charts or anything. Me and my sweetie been hanging out all day. We left at around 12:45 or sometime around there, and we got back sometime, and then we left again to pick up Junior. And let me hold on before we get into the price section. Let me tell y'all about my sweetie, man. I'm gonna tell y'all about my sweetie. So me and my sweetie, we going out, we hanging out, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, hold on, baby, give me like 3 minutes because I was in a trade. And you know what I'm saying? It was during the lunchtime, and I don't like leaving trades unattended during lunchtime, especially for day trades, same day trades. So I'm like, give me a couple minutes. And then I got to like my minimum threshold that I'm willing to take. If anybody don't know, my minimum threshold I'm willing to take on a trade, I shoot anywhere from 30 to 50%. And then once I get there, I'll either close the trade if I gotta go, or I'll lock in profit at 30% and then set a target goal that I hope it get to. So that's what I did today. I locked in profit at 30%. I set a target for somewhere roughly around 60% or so. It was above 50, but it was like, you know, I was looking at some swing highs and stuff like that. Anyway, so we ride into the store, and she like, I don't know why I'm going out here, because we only got X amount of dollars in the checkbook ledger, right? And I was like, oh, I'm like, what? How much money you spent yesterday? Oh, I spent some. You know what I'm saying? Mind you now. I'm just gonna say it was from what I knew was in there yesterday to today. We had about 15% of what I knew was in there. Right? So we riding out, we going, we hanging out, right? We get to the store. She walked through the, I hear Fabulous song just playing. Just throw it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. We get to the front counter, right? We get to the front counter, right? She looking at me. I was like, what's up? She was like, how we gonna pay for this? I say, let me see your phone, man. Let me see, because I left my phone at home. I said, let me see your phone. So I got a phone, and then I looked at the bank account. I was like, you should be good. Cause I like, you good, because I transferred some money. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got some stuff going on. We got some, you know, some insurance stuff and some tax stuff we got to pay. So I transferred some money on Friday. So you will be good. And she's like, oh, I said, no. You're good for this. You're good for this. Oh man. Gotta love my sweetie, man. She work hard. My sweetie work hard. So I be like, girl, play hard. You work hard, so play hard. Ain't no need to sit around here and act like you can't enjoy your money. Even though the stuff she bringing up in here, I'll be like, hey, I'm into what I'm into. And she into what she into. So, hey, if you want to come in here with pictures and wicker baskets and all kinds of stuff, hey, come on in here with it. That's the stuff you like. If that's what you like, I love it, baby, because I love you. What you say, baby? If the Amazon money were real, I would have spent it. Hey man, let's get into the price action, man. I just want to share that with y'all, man. I want to share that with y'all. Hey, the moral of the story, man, is like, enjoy life, man. Have fun with your significant other. Don't be all stuffy and stiff. Don't get uptight about money, man. Because guess what? When you gone, this money gonna still be around here getting spent by other people. Don't get uptight about money. You know what I'm saying? Put together you a plan out. You know what I'm saying? Make plans for your money before you even get it, as far as like budgeting. Okay, when we get this right here, we're going to invest this much. We're going to spend this much. We're going to put this much on this. Just know what you got going on with your money, man. So you ain't always got to be in a panic or frantic. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your money, man. Working on that Denali. Hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I'm gonna get back in the chat in a minute. Hey, this morning, shout out anybody who took a trade off of the area we was watching earlier today. Shout out anybody who took a trade off the area we was watching earlier today. This morning when we was on the live, I apologize again because I didn't have any levels when we first got on the live, but we kind of mapped this out in real time as it was happening. These 60-minute candles right here that we're looking at right now. So looking at these 60-minute candles, as you see right here, we didn't even mark this one. I'm gonna mark it right now. We got the I think we did talk about this. Anyway, we got a order block right here. We got a 60-minute order block. I'm just gonna do the body. I'm not gonna go all the way down to the wick because that's a massive wick. Y'all know if the wicks be super long, I don't include the wick. But if it be like a little small wick like this one over here, I'll include the wick on that. But since that's like super long, God dog it, get back over here. Right? I'm gonna mark that out because I didn't mark it out this morning. I didn't even see it this morning. Because we was down on the 15-minute. I'm looking at the colors of those other I'm looking at the colors of those other. Y'all hold on, man. I can't think. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. All right. So I did that wrong. God dog it, Tim. That's gonna be lime. This gonna be on dark orange. And this gonna be solid. Okay. All right, so now we got a 60-minute order block right there. What, Tim? What makes that a 60-minute order block? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, right? We came up off of this area right here, and we, you know what I'm saying, we got us a pang. We trending up. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who don't know, if you get 3 or more candles, that constitutes a trend. So, right, we moving up, right? We going up, and we fell into some consolidation, right? After this down close candle right here, we got a violent reaction off of this down close candle right there. That makes that a potential to be an order block right there, right? Combined with the very next candle left a fair value gap. That right there increases the chance of that being a order block, because now we got a buy side imbalance here, because all the thing we did for a whole hour was pretty much offer buy side. We didn't offer any sell side. So it's a buy side imbalance sitting right here, or a bullish imbalance, or a bullish fair value gap, or a fair value gap, or whatever you want to call it, right? So that increases the probability of this being an order block, right? So now, boom, let's go down to the 15-minute that we was watching. I'm thinking that's why I didn't see that 60-minute order block, because we did everything on the 15-minute time frame. And I know we did it on the 15-minute time frame because all of the boxes I drew are orange, and my orange boxes are 15 minutes. So now, right here, you see, not only did we have the hourly order block right there in that area, but we got this 15-minute potential breaker in this area. We got a 15-minute fair value gap. We got, looky here, we got a 15-minute order block right here, right? We got a whole lot going on in this area. I missed the 15-minute order block earlier when I was talking about the breaker and the fair value gap, so, and the breaking structure. So talking about a plus setup, right? We got a breaking structure right there at 41.10.25 on this 9:45 candle, the opening candle. Boom, gave us a breaking structure. This when it was taking off without me. This when we peeped all this, when it was running up this morning, for everybody that was on the live, y'all remember when it was running up like this, I'm like, God dog, I hate when it run up like this, because it's going to take time to get back, and it's not going to get back to where I needed to be probably till lunchtime. Lo and behold, 12 o'clock candle, 12:15 candle. Look where it came to. I took my trade right here on during this 12:15 candle right here, when we came back down inside this breaker right there. I didn't even pay attention to the order blocks. I hadn't even had the order blocks mapped out. If I'd had the order blocks mapped out, then that would have like further confirmed, oh yeah, this is where I want to go. So I came in, I think 50% of the breaker. I took a XPS trade, XP, y'all know what I'm saying, the S&P 500, SPX, right? I took SPX trade. I did not take a futures trade today. I took the SPX trade, right, for 0 day, and I got out of the trade because my sweetie said she needed to go to the store and get a car cleaned and do some other stuff. I said, okay, I'm gonna ride with you, right? Sitting here looking at it, in hindsight, it would have been cool to leave it on and just set my target to hit, but this is hindsight. So once I got up past 30%, I want to say it might have been around 45 to 50%, I set a target. It was like about 40, yeah, about 40% up. I was about 40% up. I set a stop loss to lock in 30%, and I set a profit target to right around the bottom of this fair value gap right there on the options chain. I was looking at the same fair value gap on the options chain, so I had set a target to get out, and that was roughly around 60%. That's why it was a weird target, because I was just setting it for this fair value gap. And as you see, it went above and beyond that, but because of all the chop suey that was going on during the lunchtime, it stopped me out at my lower target. It stopped me out at my lower target, because as you can see, it pulled back really nice, giving another entry if you missed this entry down here, and took off again. And then after that, there was just a bunch of consolidation right there around equilibrium from the high. You know what I'm saying? We are back in the middle of the road. Right there. That equilibrium, that 41.2250 line, that green line that's going through the middle, that's equilibrium from the retest that we've been doing from the August 16th high up until the what was that low? Whatever the low was when we just pulled back. It was September something. It was September something. September 7th. So from the August 16th high up here to the September 7th low, this 41.2250 is equilibrium for this price run. So now we're sitting at a slight premium, a really slight premium for this retest. So we're getting to the place where, oh, y'all know what? I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm about to play. Dustin did what's the name? And he did a really good video for people who trade technical analysis. If you trade technical analysis, a lot of people like to say, well, Tim, you trade technical analysis. Spider Gang already know what my answer to that is. Can somebody put in the chat what my answer is if somebody say that I trade technical analysis? What do I say? While I queue up this video for Dustin. If anybody who don't know, Dustin is my financial advisor. So for anybody that's on here that, you know what I'm saying, love to trade technical analysis as far as like trend lines, support and resistance, moving averages, stuff like that right there. Yes. All I do is read price action. That's all I do. All I do is read price action. That's all I do. All you do is spin records. That's all you do. Who know what movie that come from? Tell me what movie that come from. All you do is spin records. That's all you do. Start walking off before you get swole. Who know where that come from? Who know what movie that come from? Let me go. History. Dustin, right here. All right, let me go and share this tab so y'all can hear him talking.
My P&L year to date.
Players Club. There you go, Stacks. Players Club. I think it's around 5 minutes. Is it around 5 minutes? Let me see.
CTA or chartered technical analyst thing. I don't know.
Can y'all hear Dustin talking?
And stuff. You will always look at the long-term pattern. The long-term pattern always wins, which is
you
why
say he
put
low?
So much emphasis on the 200-day moving average, right?
You said he low, baby?
The short-term pattern will not win in the short term. At some point, it will win, but we have a rally going up to a much bigger or longer.
I thought I shared it right.
And so that gets the.
Hold on.
They come to that, right?
It should be. So, it shouldn't be low.
That's where we stand now. This leads the market into a moment where it's going to have some big up days and big down days. But
okay, let me go back.
Short-term pattern.
Okay, all right. Let me get back to where he started at.
Look at this. Well, you got no excuse this year. You have your volatility. So really, really interesting to see that. You're not disappointed so far there. And one of the things that I want to share with the S&P just to bring some currency to it. I drew this out in our notes from Jazz, but technical traders will look at this. I'm going to take a second on this because this one's going to be important over the next few days. Here we have a downtrend, big, long downtrend, right? And here we have a really short-term, but kind of exciting uptrend. It's working its way there. And that's the technical pattern that people are looking at, if you like to look at technicals. Now, don't worry, I'm going to get the fundamentals in here in just a second. You see what we're drawing, right? Okay. Which do we trust? If you had to bet, do you trust this uptrend and be a buyer, or do you trust this downtrend and be a seller into rallies, or be patient on rallies and not buy anything? Well, technical traders always trust the longer term pattern. If you are a, what do they call them, a CTA or chartered technical analyst, I don't know, it's stuff, licenses and stuff. You will always look at the long term pattern. The long term pattern always wins, which is why we put so much emphasis on the 200-day moving average, right? So the short-term pattern will not win in the short term. At some point it will win, but we have a rally going up to a much bigger or longer downtrend. And so that gets the attention. This is why everybody's short-term targets in the S&P happens to be right around the 200-day moving average. So if they didn't explain this to you, that's how they come to that, right? And so that's where we stand. Now, this leads the market into a moment where it's going to have some big up days and big down days, but probably not be able to break above that uptrend there. Why? For technical traders, there's no good reason to do that. There's no good reason for the market to continue moving higher, at least at the moment. That could change over time, but for now, that's what we have. Now, for fundamental investors or traders there, right here, if you were to take the forward earnings, the current aggregate earnings, I should say, of the stock market, right at this point, you'd be at 18 times earnings. Is that a big deal, or is that not a big deal? That's where resistance has been each time the markets have rallied, about 18 times earnings. So that's a fundamental resistance area, matching up with a technical resistance area. Well, how do we analyze the market? You either believe in the charts and things that you see, you believe in the numbers and the financials that you see from a company, or some combination of both. There's not much else. So if we know that both participants, major participants in the market, will see this area as a known ceiling, stopping point, concrete ceiling above, we have a hard time getting through, then you got to respect that, right? It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're not going to mess with the masses there. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to leave this here over the next couple days and weeks so we can see how we're going to get going here.
Yeah, I just want to share that with y'all, man, for like everybody, because everybody trade different ways, right? Everybody trade different ways. Everybody trade different strategies. And, you know, just like y'all hear what Dustin just said. Y'all hear me say that all the time. Y'all hear me saying it all the time. What's the reason? What's the catalyst? We ain't got no real catalyst to go up or down. It's like we right there in the middle of the road, like, okay, you go first. No, you go first. Cause we already, I think he went into talking about like the inflation stuff or whatever. Just like we already know the rate hikes. We already know the inflation. We already know this. We already know that. Now we looking for any piece of good news to keep going up. We look for any piece of bad news to drop it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? So what the algo's been doing, the algo's just been taking the good news, moving the market right to key points that it want to get to. Just like over the last few days, 1, 2, 3, 4, even back here for all the last week, right? When did last week start? On the 6th, right? So from the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over the last 5 days, as y'all noticed, the algo's been trading real specific. It's been trading real specific. Even today included. If you look at today, look how specific today has been trading, right? So if let's go down to the 5, I think I was looking at the 5-minute earlier when I was in my trade, and it was like being so specific. What was it? Over here to there to right there. Was it this area here? Yes. Was it there? What was it? Was going like it was going like exactly wick for certain areas. I can't remember exactly where it was. I can't remember exactly where it was. What's this right here? 1525. 1520. Yeah, this is the area. That's it right there. This is the area right here because I got into the trade over here during the lunchtime lull, right? I got in the trade during the lunchtime lull and we pushed up, right? We pushed up, didn't take out the buy side that we set, right? But then after lunchtime for the afternoon session, right? At the 235 candle, right? Look where the 235 candle came down to wick for wick, right? I'm gonna come here, grab this right here, unlock this right here to this order block right there. You see this order block here? And then it's got a long bottom wick. But remember when I was saying like the top wick, either the wick, if you coming down to it, the wick above it and the body, the wick is like the most sensitive area that I be watching, and then the body. But if it's got a super big long wick, I don't include that. But right, this order block right here, right, the high of that order block, if you look over here in this area right there, the high of that order block is 41.15.25, right? We came down during lunch, right? Ran through this sell side liquidity, came back down into this highly congested area. We had an hourly order block. We got a 15-minute breaker. We got a 15-minute breaking structure. We got a lot going on here. A whole lot going on here. So we come down into the outlet order block, come down into the breaker. You know what I'm saying? Got all this stuff going on here. You even see like little smaller time frames where we came down here earlier to a 5-minute breaker right there. When we came down to this 5-minute breaker over here. Trading very, very technical, right? Very, very precise, right? And once we did all of that, right, and took off from it at noon, or at the lunchtime hour, we set a 5-minute order block right there. Once we went up, we didn't take out the sell side liquidity, consolidated some for the rest of lunch, right? And then at the 2 o'clock hour, we started trading back down, and look where we came down to this order block right here. The high of that order block is 41.15.25. The low of this candle right over here at 1435 is 41.15.25. Look right up. If y'all can see it, I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but right over here, it'll say high and low, right? When I hover over this, the order block candle, the high says 41.15.25. And when I hover over this 1435 candle, when we trade it back down, the low of that candle says 14.15.25. Came back to this order block, tick for tick for tick, right? When we took off, we touched the order block, took off, touched the order block, took off, came back down close to it, went up there, then we traded back down and touched it tick for tick, and then went back up for the rest of the day. That was it. We came up, gave you a OTE entry right there, pushed off. Let's check that. I don't want you to be hollering out it's an OT entry, and it ain't. Go from this low to that high right there. Boom. Almost 79%. It's in between. It's in the optimum trade entry area that ICTV talking about, in between 62 and 80. Right there. OTE entry, pang out. It's gone. It's been the algo's been trading. The algo's been doing what the algos do on non-news days for like the last 5-6 trading days. But that's all I got on the price action. Tomorrow, we ain't even look at our homegirl. I ain't got nothing else to say, but we just got to go see her. We can't get out here without at least going see her. Spotleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. There she go. Hey, Spotleen. Hey, how you doing? Now, as y'all see, we got up here. What trade texting me talking about? Oh, he must be responding to something I text him. If you see right here on the SPY, as y'all see today, it was a gap and go. Got him. Yeah, he talking about that. He talking about the rats that found that poison. It's like it was a gap and go, right? So we gapped up, and then we did get into this order block. We in this order block. We're in this daily fair value gap, right? We're right here at this breaking structure to the downside, and we just came into a slight premium, right? Tomorrow we got CPI numbers, I think. Tomorrow we got CPI numbers, and y'all already know how my thing is. If we start the beginning of the week off bullish, if we gonna go down, I want to come up, get liquidity, then push down, right? So right now we pushing up, getting liquidity, right? We pushing up, getting liquidity. So you know what I'm saying? It won't be no surprise to me if we push up and get and make a new weekly high tomorrow, and we have a turnaround Tuesday. That won't surprise me at all. Matter of fact, it'll make me feel a little overjoyed if we went up and had a turnaround Tuesday, or if we went up, made a weekly high and just sold off and not really had a bad day, but just went up and made a new weekly high to just set us up to come down and take care of some of this downside, like this fair value gap here, right? And this fair value gap and this gap up that we made. So now we got a new fair value gap in here that I'm not gonna mark out because it's gonna start getting too junky, because I got one mark there. We're inside one right now. It's gonna get too junky right here. So we just made a new fair value gap and a new gap up. So that's one gap up, two gap ups, and then two fair value gaps that we done made on the way up. So I would love to see us push up a little bit tomorrow to make a new weekly high on Tuesday, so that we can sell back off for the rest of the week and take care of all of these gaps right here. And then just go ahead and shock the world and finish September positive and keep on pushing up through October and clear out these relative equal highs right here in the October time frame. Let's do that, Spylene. Let's do that. I pulled this up because I want to go to econo.day.com, and that was a mouthful just now. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to come to econoday.com and see what we got going on. Tomorrow we got CPI at 8:30, right? What numbers they expecting tomorrow? Come on, Econo Day. I clicked on consensus. Econo Day be dragging sometime. Come on, man. Y'all ain't got that much traffic on y'all site at this time of day. Okay, tomorrow they expected to contract just a little bit at negative 0.1 for the month over month. For the year over year, they expected to contract a little bit. Last time it was 8.5. This time they expecting it to come in at 8.1. So they expecting a slight contraction. The core month over month, they're expecting it to be the same, and the core year over year, they're expecting a slight increase. So what does that mean? That means if the headline comes in negative 0.2 or negative 0.3 or anything lower than negative 0.1, the algo's gonna love that. If the year over year headline come in anything less than 8.1, the algo's gonna love that. If the core minus energy and food come in less than 0.3, algo's gonna love that. If the year over year come in anything less than 6.1, algo's gonna love that. They might go crazy. They might go zerk, as the young kids say. They might go zerk if it come in less than expected. Then again, the algos may not care. So don't trade nothing until after 8:30. That's what I say. Wait until after 8:30 tomorrow. See what the algos do. See where the algos push the price to, right? After 8:30, I'm putting on 15-minute candles, right? And put this at 8:30 tomorrow. This my 8:30 line, right? So wait until, let me put on 60-minute candles so we can see most stuff in the screen. 60-minute candles. So wait until after this time right here to see where the algos push the price to, right? Let's see let's say if it come in bad, right? If it come in bad, it contract as much as they're expecting it to, and the algos drop it. Let's see if the algos drop us down and run some sell side liquidity down here up under whatever that low is, because I can't see it right now. Like, let's see if it run it down and run lows below 40.95, right? Or even get down below this 40.82, right? Let's see if it come out bad and it just die off. See if it runs sell side. Then once it run that sell side, start looking for your setup. If you believe it's gonna keep dropping, look for your setup to go short. If you think the algo is gonna use the bad news to come run the sell side to get back up higher into this order block, or they think they're gonna use the news to push up to the top of the order block and then sell off. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think it's going to use good information that come out to push up, and then you start looking for your setup to go up to the upside, maybe to the top of the order block, maybe up into this fair value gap? Do I think it's going up there tomorrow? No, I do not. But if it does, I will take it. But let's see, after this 830 line right here, let's see where the algos push the price. Right? Let's see where they push the P. Let's see where the algos push the P. Will they run up higher and then look for your setup, or will they drop lower and then look for your setup? That's what you want to do. You don't want to be trading in front of this 830 CPI number tomorrow. That's all I got, man. Let me go to the chat and see if y'all talk about anything. Or if you ain't talking about nothing, let me see if I'm gonna get up out of here. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. One more time, if anybody want to pull up and share anything, if anybody want to pull up and ask anything, let me go through the chat and see what y'all talking about. I watched that go down and whip back up so fast. Which one, Brittany? What you watch go? You talk about today? Which one? You talk about hi Tim. Hold on. Hi Tim, how far should our expiration date be for day trade? Hey Kelly, that's all up to you. That's up to your risk tolerance. If you're trading the SPY and you don't have like a lot of risk tolerance, meaning you can't afford for the price to move very fast, personally, I wouldn't buy a strike no closer than 2 weeks out, right? If you buy a strike 2 weeks out and the price, if you buy a strike 1 week out, the price gonna move really fast, right? And you subject to get stopped out really quick if your entry isn't like spot on, especially like during the day. If you don't catch the move, if you catch the move the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like getting a weekly, getting a daily, that can be very lucrative. But the thing of it is, if you get it and we hit some consolidation, or if you get it and it go against you, the shorter time frame you get, the faster that premium moves, right? Especially for 0 day, it moved like a jackrabbit. For a week out, it moved like a jackrabbit with a hurt toe. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks out, it's the rabbit kind of walking. You know what I'm saying? A month out, it moved like a turtle. You know what I'm saying? But the farther out you buy the strike, the expiration, the more it's going to cost. So it's all about your risk tolerance, your risk management. If you can afford a wider stop, you know what I'm saying, then a week out will be fine for a day trade. If you get a perfect entry, a 0 day, I ain't even gonna say that's gonna be fine. 0 days ain't for the faint of heart. But if you got a wider risk tolerance, a week out will be okay. But if your risk tolerance ain't very wide, if you got, you got a tighter stop, you're gonna have to start looking a little bit further out because the premium moves slower. Good question. I appreciate you. Yeah, when it hit the wick for wick. Okay, yeah, that, and matter of fact, that was the entry. I'm glad you said that. That was the entry. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. When I went in, the time frame that I went in, I shouldn't even been going in at that time. Like right here, when I was going in around this lunchtime, I shouldn't even been going in around this lunchtime, right? Because, and the only reason why I took it during lunch is because it was such a nice, it was like an A+ setup. That's the only reason why I took it during lunch. We had a breaking structure, we had a breaker, we had an order block, a fair value gap. We had order blocks on multiple time frames. So it was like an A+ setup. That's the only reason why I took it during lunchtime. In actuality, this over here at this 1445 was the entry, because I typically trade in the morning up until 11, and then I'll come back after 2 and look for an entry. So if I would have came back at my normal time, I would have been taking the entry right around this on this calendar right here, right on this calendar right here. And looking at how, I ain't gonna hold you, looking at how this is trading on the 15. Let me go to the 5 minute before I say it. Let me go to the 5 minute. Okay, looking at how it's trading on the 5 minute and the 15 minute, I would not have got picked up in this afternoon. And the reason why I would have not got picked up in the afternoon on this trade is because I never take my trades off the top of the gap. I always take my trades at least 50% of the gap. I never take it off the top of the gap. So I would not have got picked up. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, I would have got picked up then. No, I wouldn't. That would have missed me, because I never take mine off the well, this is a breaker right here. I mean, an order block right here. But I wouldn't, it's going wick for wick like that. I wouldn't have got picked up. And I don't trade OTE. So I wouldn't have got picked up here for OTE entry. I wouldn't have got picked up there for OTE entry, because that's an OTE entry too. Look like it's just eyeballing it. Yep, boom, right there, 62% retracement. It's in the OTE area, below 62, between 62 and 80. That's a 62% retracement OTE, or the institutional order flow level. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And you, man, this stuff, this ICT stuff work, man. ICT be talking about the 62% being like the institutional order flow level. Now peep this right here. This came back down to the 62% level, right? When it came back down to 6, it ain't got nothing to do with this 62% on this Fibonacci. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Matter of fact, let me show you something. Come here, Fib. Get out of here, Fib. You know why it ain't got nothing to do with that, Fib? Because the algos know, right? We came up and we set equal highs right here, and we left for order block right there. We left for order block right there. The algos know the top of that order block is at 41 15.25, and it bought it up just high enough, right, and stop this up here at this 41.31.75. The algos know, okay, the top of my order block is at 41.15.25. I need to buy it up. I need to move price up. Itsy bitsy spider is up the water spout. When we hit 41.31.75, stop and reroute. So you know why? Because they know that from this low of 41.05.75 to this high of 41.31.75, 62% is right there at that 41.15 what is that? Not see, that ain't see, nah, get out of here. That ain't 62% right there. Get on the right low. Ding-a-ling. Right there. Right there at the CSA 41.15.63 on the fib. Now move out of the way, fib. When you come down, the top of that order block is 41.15.25. The low of this candle right here is 41.15.25. The algos remembered from this low of 41.05.75 to this high of 41.31.75, the retracement that I need to come back to is going to be at 41.15.25. So they left this order block right here so that they'll know what exact number to come back to. Algorithmic trading at its best. All I do is read price action. That's all I do. That's all I do. I do not draw mannequin body parts on the charts. I just finished watching all the starter videos. They're very informative. Your family is hilarious. I appreciate that. Finding Superman. Superman, that you. I appreciate that. I tell him you said that. Oh, my bad. Working on. Oh, I see you pop that back up. Get out of here. What's up, family? What's up? Price action. I appreciate y'all for saying that. Yes, yes, yes. I don't see nothing else in the chat. I don't see nothing else in the chat. Oh, I see my boy Joshua pulled up. Y'all shout out my homeboy Joshua Israel. Josh never sent me the link like I asked him to. Yeah. I asked him to send me the link to which one he wanted me to put in the chat. But shout out my homeboy Joshua. If you go to Apple Music or any streaming platform and type in Real J Israel. Is it J Israel or Joshua? Real J Israel. Real J Israel. There he go right there. That's him now. This the one we shared earlier for the sake of R&B, right? He got one glass half full. I asked him which one he wanted me to put in the chat, but he ain't tell me which one. He told my bad. But yeah, he bringing real R&B back, man. If you sensitive to somebody saying a cuss word or two, you know what I'm saying? Listen with your hearing protection on. But cause you see, he got this bite. Get your bootay up. Get your up. Hey. He got one on here. Turning you on with that little sexy lady on the screen there. No pressure. That way he talk about ain't no pressure. But he always you know what I'm saying? He always got his shirt off. Him and his wife be exercising every single day. So he keep his shirt off. Can't tell him he ain't sexy Dex. But anyway, man, that's all I got. Support my dude, Joshua Israel, the real J Israel on all streaming platforms. I ain't even know he had glass half full. I ain't gonna hold you. The only one I knew about was this the Sake of R&B, this Get Your A Up, the single, this Backseat, and this Turning You On. I ain't even know No Pressure. I ain't even know nothing about this right here. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna have to check this one out. Hey, let's say glass half full for all your positivity. Okay, then that's what's up. He said glass half full for all. Let's get into a track off Joshua Israel. Which one you want me to play, Josh? We instead of playing banjo before we leave tonight, we gonna get into a track from the real J Israel. Which one you want me to play? Put in the chat what song you want me to play. Waiting on you. I know it's a 15-second delay. Live and let live. Live and let live. If y'all like that, go check it out, man. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the morning for the overnight price action. Again, man, if you got grown kids, call your kids and tell them you love them. If your mom or your dad still here, call them up, say, hey, mom, I love you. Hey, dad, I love you. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. I appreciate everybody for their prayers for my family. Yeah. I see y'all in the morning, man. What that is, Tim, we bottomed out. We're about to see this CPI. That might be it. Stock chaser, Donald. You a day late, dollar short. We didn't talk about all that. Go back and watch the replay. Hey, man, them just jokes, everybody. That's how me and the Spider Gang get down. Hey, yeah, CPI tomorrow. Don't do nothing until after 8:30 tomorrow. Don't do nothing until after 8:30 tomorrow. Wait to see where the algos push the price before you start looking for any kind of setup. I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock, man. Y'all be safe. Give yourself a brain break. Push away from these charts. Don't think about nothing. Go open up your favorite streaming app and listen to the Real J Israel tonight. Get you a bottle. Get you a bottle of Moschino. Get you a bottle of some sweet wine, whatever you drink, and listen to J Israel tonight. I see y'all in the morning, man. Gone.